If Natsu was born in the Black Clover timeline. Now, in this what if Natsu is still going to have Dragon Slayer magic, and he will be taught by Igniel, and okay, let's just get in right in the what if. Now, Natsu wakes up and he calls for Igniel. And when he could not find him, Natsu goes crying to a village. And the priest in the village finds him, takes care of him until he was 15. He also misses two best friends, Asta and Juno. When they go to get their grimoires, Asta does not get a grimoire yet. Juno gets the great 4-leaf grimoire, and Natsu gets a fiery 3-leaf grimoire. Now when they go out, they are ambushed by a group of nobles, and Asta gets his grimoire, which is the 5-leaf dark grimoire, and they scare the nobles away. And a few days later, they go to the Magic Knight's exam. In the Magic Knight's exam, Juno excels, but Natsu and Asta don't really get. Asta had just been yelling the entire time, and Natsu tries to do it, does it a little bit. And in the selection exam thing, Juno becomes a Golden Dawn, Asta becomes a Black Bull, and Natsu becomes one of the Crimson Lions. Now, Natsu's first mission in the Crimson Lion Fists are beating some thugs. Because he's just a junior, he gets to go with he's like another low-level junior. Okay, when they get to the village where the thugs are stealing from, they ask around, and the thug only appears at night. Okay, and the thugs, and then they go out in the night to find the thugs. And then when they found them, when Natsu finds them, the thugs run because they were just done stealing. They run to Magna and Luck, and they run to Asta, and then they have a little and then Asta follows him, and then they catch the thugs together. And then what happens is more thugs come, and then it's just a bunch of weird stuff. And then Asta goes back to his own squad, and Natsu goes back to his, saying that they could not actually do it because the thugs had a complete organization and there were some strong magic users. So Natsu goes back. So he goes back to the thing, to his guild thing, and talks to the high-level executives, I guess. And then they go back with Natsu and the high-level executive peoples, high-level magic knights. And then they have a fierce battle. All the high-level people lose, and Natsu the only one left. And the leader is a really strong magic user. And then Natsu does Fire Dragon Iron Fist and have fierce battle with the person. with the thug. And then after a few more missions, just doing small time work, Natsu gets bored of it and goes and then stops doing basically missions and goes out into the world, and then he goes in a forest and tries to explore. And then while there, he meets Sisgolian, which is just training. And Sisgolian tries to fight him because he doesn't know that Natsu is a good guy, I guess. Because Natsu was like, hello. And then they have a pretty bad battle. And then Natsu loses, and then he's like, help. And then she sees the thing that's around Natsu's neck and sees that he's from the Crimson Lion Fists. And they're like, you're from the Crimson Lions? Where's Fagolian? And then Natsu was like, what? Captain Fagolian? And yeah, Merleona is like, yeah, I'm a sis. And then, yeah, that happens, and then they go to fight some people. And yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. I know it was a really bad one. If compared to my other ones, this one's bad. And the other ones are kind of bad. Anyways, I really don't want to do this. So 13 likes for part 2. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like, actually don't like, dislike. Bye.